New planet, new rules, and for the first time, the predator is the hero. This isn't Earth. It's a hostile world where even the plants fight back, and where our hunter is the underdog. Let's track the hunt. What is Badlands? Predator Badlands is the next chapter from director Dan Trachtenberg, the filmmaker who restarted the franchise's pulse with Prey. And instead of a direct sequel, he's taking a big swing, a standalone off-Earth adventure with a predator at the center of the story. It hit cinemas on November 7th, 2025, and is the franchise's biggest theatrical push in many years, and the first under Disney's reign. This is also the first new Predator movie under our reign on this channel, so if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. Setting: the most dangerous planet. For the second time in franchise history, after 2010's Predators, the primary action occurs on an alien planet. Badlands takes us to Genna, aka the most dangerous planet in the universe, where the trees want to swallow you and the vines will suffocate you. This world isn't just inhospitable. No predator has ever made it out alive. Core premise. Our story follows Dek, a young Yautja runt cast out by his clan. He is an underdog with something to prove. His trial: hunt an unkillable apex predator on Genna during his first ever hunt. Along the way, Dek collides with Thia, a Weyland-Yutani synthetic who's missing the lower half of her body. She promises to help him in his mission. We do not yet know exactly what her mission is, but we can assume there is an agenda against her Weyland-Yutani creators, and quite possibly against her synthetic twin, seen in the second trailer. This is a storyline reminiscent of another warring pair of Weyland-Yutani synthetics, David and Walter from the Alien saga. This film isn't just monster-on-monster mayhem. It's a story of survival, honor, and redemption, with some family drama to add a bit of spice. Dek's father, a clan elder, embodies the tradition he's struggling to live up to, turning the hunt into a personal reckoning. And here's the twist that sets Badlands apart. For once, the predator is the hero, the underdog we're rooting for, while Weyland-Yutani's agenda lurks in the background. Key characters and arcs. Dek is small for his clan and blind in one eye after being born with a disability. He has to earn every inch, failing, adapting, and finally overcoming. To his elder father, Njohrr, a clan elder who measures worth by the sword, Dek is a source of shame. Faced with exile or death, Dek's larger, battle-tested brother Kwei convinces their father to grant Dek a chance to prove himself in the hunt, by traveling to Genna and bringing down the Kalisk, a creature that, according to Thia, cannot be killed. Kwei accompanies the party as enforcer and example, but the mission fractures when their transport goes down over Genna's Badlands. Separated from the hunting pack, Dek is left to complete the Rite alone, relying on his wits to survive the planet's hostile ecology. Thia, a Weyland-Yutani synthetic played by Elle Fanning, is brilliant, curious, and newly exposed to real danger after a life in the lab. She brings knowledge and a fresh perspective, even downloading intel via a sleek earpiece. Her sister model Tessa is the counterweight, mission-driven, militant, and ready to oppose Thia if the company's objectives demand it. Expect an ideological clash that tests loyalty, empathy, and what it means to choose your own path. Their presence raises the stakes. This isn't just a hunt, it's a fight for respect inside a rigid hierarchy where your worth is proven on the blade's edge. On the company side, Abe, a synth nodding to Alien's David Walter lineage, floats around the mission as a potential ally or complication, depending on whose orders are in play. Put it together, and Badlands isn't just predator versus monster. It's Dek versus expectations, from his clan, from the company, and from a planet designed to kill him. Creatures and ecosystem highlight reel. As mentioned, Dek couldn't have asked for a tougher first assignment. Genna is a living nightmare on a planetary scale. It functions as a true death world. Threats come from above, from ground level, and out of the vegetation itself. The aerial tier is ruled by wyvern-like flyers that hunt in groups, turning open ground and canyon crossings into kill zones. On the ground, a tentacled orb beast uses reach and momentum to disable prey, while elephantine megafauna weaponize mass through charges and trampling. Above all of them sits the Kalisk, the unkillable apex that frames Dek's trial and shrinks even a Yautja within the planet's hierarchy. Flora is tactically significant. Spiked growths detonate when jostled, whip-like branches lash without warning, and toxins punish a single misstep, so movement becomes an engineering problem as much as a combat one. Not every organism is adversarial. Dek co-ops local fauna. Squirt, a shoulder-perched snake that projects volatile chemicals as an improvised ranged weapon, and Bud, a small primate-like companion whose presence activates Dek's protective instincts. Taken together, Genna reframes the series as monster versus monster survival. The challenge isn't outsmarting a single hunter, but outlasting an entire ecosystem designed to break you. How it connects or diverges from franchise traditions and lore. Fan discussion has focused on the massive shifts away from Predator tradition, but Badlands features plenty of connective tissue as well. Director Trachtenberg keeps the survival in the wild's DNA that helped Prey stand out: wild locations, tactile danger, a hunter learning on the move, just transplanted to an alien frontier. It also pulls the curtain back on Yautja culture more than any mainline entry, brief but telling glimpses of Yautja Prime and clan hierarchy's intentions. To make that culture feel real, the team built a fully functional Predator language, spoken and written, with linguists crafting rules and syntax. So when Predators talk, it actually means something. Visually, it honors the franchise's gritty lineage: rounded, organic tech, barbaric edges, a little Conan in space energy, never drifting into glossy Trek Wars territory. And at the heart of it is an odd couple alliance: Dek, a young Yautja, pairing up with Thia, a Weyland-Yutani synthetic. That partnership reframes the hunt as survival, honor, and, maybe, trust. This jars with the relentless lone wolf energy given off by every other Predator in the franchise, with the possible exception of Scar in AVP. Whether fans will take kindly to the sight of a Predator's softer side remains to be seen. As for the Weyland-Yutani angle, yes, that's now canon, and its implications run deep. We're coming onto the company's fingerprints next. Franchise connections, alien tie-ins. As well as getting fans of both Alien and Predator franchises excited, the presence of a Weyland-Yutani synthetic has big lore implications. To start with, it pushes the timeline forward to a far future era, where interstellar travel and androids are routine, very much the Alien time frame. This places Badlands in shared continuity space without turning it into an AVP retread. World-building details deepen that link. A lot of chatter points to a Weyland-Yutani colony on Genna, which dovetails with the idea that corporate science teams, including Thia and her sister model, were on planet with a recover or capture mandate, possibly even targeting the apex creature as a bioweapon or research asset, a move straight out of the Weyland-Yutani playbook. The synthetics roster itself is a deliberate echo of Alien's android tradition. Thia and Tessa recall Michael Fassbender's dual role as David and Walter. Badlands adds a bit of gravy to the lore by pairing one of them with a Yautja protagonist. Importantly, this isn't a stealth alien versus Predator. Set reports and marketing indicate there will be no xenomorphs on screen. Even so, the connective tissue is unmistakable: logos, corporate presence, multiple synthetics, and arrives at a moment when commentators are speculating about a coordinated creatureverse across new Alien and Predator projects. Expect Easter eggs rather than cameos. Rating, tone, and how PG-13 stays brutal. The final trailer has confirmed that Badlands is officially PG-13, which has upset some fans, but the creative team has leaned into the loopholes that this rating allows. Because there are no human characters, the film avoids red blood, and instead channels its violence through alien creatures and synthetics, allowing it to play a lot rougher than most PG-13 releases. Producer Ben Rosenblatt put it plainly: with no human blood on screen, they plan to go as hard as we possibly can within the rules. Expect neon green predator splatter and milky android fluids where an R-rated film would show red. The MPAA is more lenient with non-human gore, which the filmmakers use to keep the brutality intact. Thanks for watching. If you're a fan of the Predator universe, don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button. We'll be going deep on the entire franchise on this channel. See you for the next video.